As I mentioned, we do specialise in beds, so that's really the core focus for today, is to talk about the home care beds that we have developed and manufacture. And these are available from equipment stockists right across the country, across all states. So Kate will be able to help there, and we'll be able to help there where these can be accessed from. So if we can just start with the beds themselves. So as Kate mentioned, we like to develop our products without the regular clinical look and feel that come with home care or healthcare products. So you will notice that, particularly in the beds, as you can see there, they are a great looking bed, yet still very functional. So they have all the functions that they may, you may need for any of those requirements. So we'll start with the functions of the bed, and we'll talk through the different functions and features that they come with. Starting with some of the basic functions, or what we refer to as the basic functions of an adjustable or profiling bed. So we have the head lift and the knee break of the bed. And these functions can be very beneficial around moving, obviously, mobility in bed. So being able to sit up, and they can also benefit other things like circulation or respiratory or reflux, anything like that. And we do recommend you use these functions together. So if you do have a profiling bed and you're required to sit up in bed for anything, that eating, watching, anything like that, we recommend you use the knee break at the same time. It does provide a lot better support, so through the natural rake of your leg and knee area, and spreads the pressure. So instead of just having a pressure point there, and also is more comfortable to use them together. So that's the head lift and the knee break that you can use as functions. Next, we'll talk about the height adjustment. So that means the bed has an adjustment and just height from low right through to high. So the model bed that we're talking about is what we call our ICX Triple. So that's the model, the code. It is an ultra low bed. So as you can see there, it does go right down. So you can actually take the height adjustment down to floor level. And that is where the mattress, so the mattress itself is going to be 22 centimeters. And then depending on the thickness of the mattress you use, that's the height that it can go down to, which is very beneficial for, even if you're at risk of rolling out of bed, you can take it down and sleep at that level, or even for transferring, for mobility, for ease of getting in and out of bed, the height adjustment can be very beneficial there. So you do have a range from right down the floor level, right up to 66. So you've got that working range there to work with. So anything between those 2 points. Last function we're talking about is the Allenberg. So it's a fairly big word there, but essentially is talking about the tilt function of the bed. So as a whole bed, you can tilt the bed. A lot of people will ask, what's this function for as a flat bed? So I think there's some traditional uses around edema or anything like that, or it might be to move. So you can actually use gravity to assist, to shift if you've migrated down the bed. It can be really helpful there. There's a couple of other really good points you can use this for, particularly if you use it with the other functions. So I'll talk about 2 of those points today. One is for transfers, so ease of getting in and out of bed. And I'll talk you through how we recommend this. So what you can do is you can take the head lift and the knee break up, so really upright. Then you can take the Allenberg function, which is the tilt function, right through to maximum. So if you're in the bed, you can shift to the edge of the bed, and it's really simple to swing your feet around onto the floor now because they're down at floor level already. So that makes it a lot easier than using it as a flat bed. You're using that angle, and that can be used to transfer on or off. So you're using this as your seat platform, and you can swing your feet around onto the floor. And you can actually raise the bed even at that angle for ease of taking from sitting into standing position. I think it's good to even just talk about this position using the bed even for comfort, so for sitting up, for watching or reading or anything like that, using even just a little bit of angle, so using the Allenberg function when you sit up in bed does really help with the comfort level. So you're lowering your legs. It's essentially becoming more like a recliner chair. So you're using that Allenberg as well as the head lift and the knee brake functions. I'll just talk about one of the other features that we've seen it used really effectively, and that's around actual comfort, or what we refer to as pressure care. So reducing the risk of a pressure injury if you're spending longer times in bed. And that's really just changing the angle of the bed, just using the Allenberg function. So to give an example, if you're using the bed in this position, so you're comfortable, you've got the head lift and the knee brake slightly raised. Now we recommend you just change the angle, even if it's just 10% or so every hour or so. It can make a really big difference to development of any pressure injuries and even the comfort level, because you're shifting your gravitational pressure points. Oops, we'll jump forward there, between those 2 points. So that's quite effective, and it really shows you can use the bed for a lot more if you're using all the functions together. Now we'll just talk about some of the features of the bed. So we have a good sized handpiece. It's sealed, so you can wipe it down. It's easy clean, and it also has lights behind the functions. So in the night, if you require any of those functions, you can use that, and it has the lights showing through those. So you can see those functions in the night. We do have really good underbed clearance here, as you can see. Often you'll have a bar running between the front and rear axle. Where that has nothing there, you've got clearance for if you want an overbed table or anything like that, you've got that flexibility. We have a 10-year warranty on these beds. So as I mentioned, we do manufacture in Melbourne and have full replacement parts if anything does get damaged there. So that's 10 years on the structure of the bed there. They do come standard with a battery, and that gives, I suppose, a sense of peace of mind. If you have a power cut or anything like that, it has a battery built into the bed, and it is a trickle charge battery, so you don't need to replace it. The electricity charges it, so you plug it into the wall, and then if you have a power cut, the bed will operate as normal, so you can use all the functions using the battery, and then once the power comes back on, the battery charges itself again. So a really good feature there. We do use a steel mesh for the platform, and that really helps breathability. So that's actually helping airflow getting through to the mattress and reducing any risk of mildew or mold build-up there. So that's a good hygiene feature there. So lastly is the weight rating. So we do have some really good working loads there, 200 kg on the smaller sizes and 300 kg on the larger sizes, being the double and the queen. So we'll talk more about the sizes a bit later on. There is a full range available. As we do manufacture these beds ourselves, we do have a range of fabric options available. So you can actually get the bed manufactured to the color that you prefer in your room, and we have 6 different options here. So we've got an onyx, which is a black. We have a stone color, a silver, and a smoke. So neutral colors will work with most home decors. And then you have 2 vinyl options as well. If you want an option that's easy to clean, you can wipe it down, that type of thing. So there's a black and a grey. And you will find those fabric samples, so you can actually try and have a look at the sample fabrics from the equipment suppliers that'll be near you somewhere, wherever you're situated. So they do come with headboards. You can get headboards and footboards for these beds. We definitely recommend a headboard. It does really finish the look, gives it that domestic bed look, and also stops the pillow from falling off the bed as well, the fact that it is a profiling bed. They come in the same range of colours and bed fabrics. So there is attachments available, and these are really effective for mobility or for transferring. And we have a range of different rail options available for different needs. So maybe for bed mobility, or for getting in and out of bed. So the new U-assist rail has been really popular. It has a really good option of different hand grips there, and is still minimal, so you can actually access, getting in and out of bed without it being in the road. So all of these rails can attach along the side of the bed, so you have flexibility to position it where you may need it, rather than just being fixed to one area. It does give you flexibility there. So that's the range of rails available. There is also covers available. So this is really the fact that the rails are steel. We do have these covers that you pull over top, and reduces that risk of injury on the rail. We do use a high density foam with this, so they're thin enough still to grip on top, so you can grip the top of the rail as a rail, but obviously it's reducing the access to the other rails or the bars within that rail. So that's a wipeable, easy clean cover as well. Now, the bed range. So we actually do have different models available. So you've got ICX Triple, which is the one we've talked about. So that has all the functions: height adjustment, trend Allenberg, head lift and knee brake. We do have the Triple, which is head lift and knee brake, or the Triple, which is what we call our bariatric option, so it's rated up to 300G. There is also companion beds available. So these are static bases and designed to look exactly like our regular beds, which I'll show you shortly. You can use these together to what we call our partner bed setup. So when we talk bed sizes, we do have a full range available of these beds. So you've got a long single, all the beds are the same length, so they can work together. They just get wider. So a single, a king single, a long double, a queen size. And then you jump to the split sizes. So we have a split queen, which is one piece bed, but has a split head lift and knee brake. So you can sit up separately, or you can jump to a split king, which is a regular king size bed, but comes as two separate beds, and we manufacture those so they can go right together and there's no gap between the mattress, yet it looks like a regular king bed, which I'll show you now. So as you can see here, this is one in a setting that we've done before. On the right-hand side is the ICX Triple bed. So that has all the functions, as we've just talked about. On the left-hand side is the companion base. So that's a static base, and is there obviously for couples, you have clients that doesn't require the functions of a Triple or a partner. So they may just go for a companion base, but you can also use different models together with this setup. So you can use two ICX Triple beds, or mix and match the different models. So with this particular one, if we brought that Triple down, so lowered the level down to the same level, where both of them will align, so the bed base aligns and the headboards align, and it looks like a regular king size bed, yet one side has got all the functions that you may need for use there. So I'll talk you through that with the companion or partner bed setup. So you can use different models together, and you can use different size beds together. So two long singles, that makes a regular king bed. Or if you want more room, you've got a bigger room space, you can use two king singles together, or you can mix and match those different sizes. So really flexible to do that. And the equipment supplier will be able to talk you through this. So there's a script form to work through with the lefts and rights to make sure you get the right model and the right size bed that you need to ensure that they can go together. No gap. It looks like a regular bed, yet still has functions, independent functions. So I trust that helps and makes sense around that's the bed range available. We will also talk about the mattresses that you can get, and I think we'll cover that now. There's some really important points around mattresses and understanding that the technology that is used and the range is available. So at ICare, we have two different options, two different range options. And we'll talk about the ActiveX range, which is our most popular and will suit the majority of different needs and requirements out there. So this is just an overview of the range. As you can see, we've got 3 mattresses within the range. So you have a firm feel, a medium feel, and a soft feel. And when it comes to a mattress, there's really 2 main properties. So it's really about immersion and envelopment. Immersion is referring to the depth that you'll penetrate into the mattress, and envelopment referring to the actual conformity, so the way the mattress will conform around your body. So it's good to understand that, and we'll cover that in a bit more detail on the next slide. This is really just showing the range. So depending on different levels, you've got 3 different feels, so a firm feel, a medium feel, and a soft feel, really depending on your preference. But understanding that a firmer mattress is going to help with mobility. So it means you're further out of the mattress, you're not so immersed into the mattress, and that is actually helping your mobility. Instead of if you take a soft mattress, you become immersed into the mattress, and the mattress will envelop around your body, which is actually restricting mobility. So there's a play-off there around the actual comfort of the mattress and the mobility that you may need. So this is the mattress, and we'll just talk about the technology that we use within this range, so the ActiveX range. So ActiveX is referring to the inside of the mattress, so the material we use inside, and that is actually heat and pressure sensitive. So it actually responds to your body temperature. And the reason we use that technology is with the fact that you lie on the mattress, your body temperature will actually soften the material. So the warmth will soften the material, and that will actually conform. So it's not too much that it's reducing mobility, but it's actually spreading the pressure. So it creates a really good support surface and great for pressure care, yet still not too much envelopment, so reducing that mobility. So that's the core. We do use what we call a BlueTech fabric. So it's important to understand shear and friction. So that's talking about the surface of the mattress, and shear is really, or friction is going to reduce mobility and also can be, I suppose, affect a skin condition with a shear risk. So we've created a cover there with what we call BlueTech. So it's actually got a cooling yarn underwoven into the top layer. So it's actually a lot cooler to touch than your regular cotton cover. And it has a really smooth surface. So that's actually helping bed mobility as well and giving you the benefit of the foam inside that mattress. So it still means you're close to that foam and the way it actually will react to your body temperature. We do use the purple fabric on the base is what we call VANT, so it's really breathable and helps the mattress, or the hygiene of the mattress, reducing risk of mold build-up and that type of thing. So that's the ActiveX range, and as I mentioned, you have 3 different options within that range. So you have a firm feel, a medium feel, and a soft feel, and we definitely recommend going and trying these within the equipment suppliers. They will normally have a medium feel on the floor in the showroom, so you can actually feel that to see, and then you can go firmer or softer from there, starting at the medium. So that's the ActiveX range, and is our most popular by far. So there is a few other alternatives around the medical mattress range, and these mattresses are really more specific to requirements. So things like reduced mobility, they do have what we call a firm edge. And I'll talk you through the range here that we have. So we have, once again, 3 different feels within the medical range. So a firm, a medium, and a soft. And we'll jump straight into the M1 now. So this is our firm option. And with this mattress, we have what we call a ZeroTech cover. So that's a medical grade cover. It's fully waterproof. It's easy clean. You can wipe it down. And it also has what we call a slide skin. So that's this layer here. And that encases the foam and reduces the friction between the ZeroTech cover and the foams. So it helps bed mobility. That's the cover. Then we also have what we call XP support foam. So this is a firm layer of foam. So high density foam, it's a lot firmer. And that goes through the sides of the mattress and through the base. So with a profiling bed, you're not going to bottom out. You're not going to go through the mattress. It also is reducing the risk of rolling out of bed. Because of that firm edge, reduces that risk. It can also help with transfers, the fact that it is a firmer surface to sit on the edge of the bed, it's not cushioning out the same as a regular mattress. So that can be assistive there. Now, the M1 and the M2 are very similar, except the actual comfort layer. So the M1 is a medium feel, and it's worth probably noting these in store. Otherwise, very similar features with the medical grade cover and the firm edge and the firm base. Now, the M3 is the unique one to this range, and it has an extra layer on top of active float, and that is a really effective foam. It actually has all-way movement even when it's compressed. So this is probably quite a lot of information to take in at once, but I'm just trying to give you an overview so you can actually help understand the different options that are available. So active float gives you all-way movement even when it's compressed. So very, very comfortable, very supportive, and great for pressure care as well. So that's the M3. And just to run over the range again, you have a firm, M1 is a firm feel, M2 is a medium, M3 is the soft or plush feel mattress. So I trust that's helped and been beneficial. We'll run through the mattress range, the mattresses that are available, and should be assistive there. Now, with the mattress, you may have an existing mattress, and with a condition that you may be changing, the mattress can actually, understanding that you may have a really good mattress, but if the mattress with your condition change, your mattress may become too soft, or can actually become too firm for you and your needs. So you can actually change that with an overlay. So we have three different options with an overlay. An overlay is just a 50mm layer that goes on top of your existing mattress. And this is really for two reasons. One, to soften the mattress, to provide a softer feel and to provide pressure care benefits, or one, to create a firm surface. So you can use the XP support foam as a really firm overlay, and that creates, once you put it on top of a soft mattress, it creates a firm, really firm surface, yet still profiles with the bed, so it's going to move with your existing mattress. You can go for an Active X or an Active Float if you prefer or you need a softer surface, which creates a really soft plush feel and provides those pressure care benefits. So the Active Float is that unique foam in the M3 as well, and comes with a medical grade cover. So that's really an overlay range that can be used for two different reasons: one, to firm a bed; one, to soften a bed, an existing mattress that you may have. They are very effective uses for that. And there is a size range available from single through to queen as well. So I think that's really the bed range that we're going to cover. We've also, you mentioned the Hydrosense. So we'll talk about that as well. So the Hydrosense is really an effective temperature management system, and it can heat and it can cool. So it does heating and cooling, and it uses water to do this. It is proved very effective, and I'll talk you through that now. So it essentially is a unit that you can put different attachments into. So you can see the unit here, and this here is the mattress pad. So that sits on top of the mattress and connects into the unit. Now, just some really good features to think about here. It uses very little power. There is no electromagnetic fields with this unit. It does have a good range of cooling and heating, and it is relatively quiet, but it still does have a motor to heat and cool. So you're still going to hear that, but quiet for that type of unit. And we'll talk you through how that works now. So particularly for clients, you know, if you've got reduced mobility or reduced ability to thermoregulate, so if you sleep hot or anything like that, this can be very effective. So this just shows what happens. You put the mattress pads onto your existing mattress, and then you plug it into the unit. That mattress pad has silicone tubing running through it, and it actually has the water running, so circulating through that pad at the temperature that you set it to, so either heating or cooling, and it's circulating through the unit, which I'll show you now. So this is the unit. As you can see, you put water into that unit, which I'll show you in the video. It doesn't take that much water, so it's not at risk if anything does, you know, if you cut anything or anything bursts, it only uses a cup or 2 cups of water, depending on the different attachments. So you put water into the unit, which will stay in the unit. You set the temperature to what you want, and then it pumps that water around the attachment. So in this case, we're using the mattress pad, as you can see there. So we'll just run that through again. You put water into the unit, you set the temperature that you desire, well, that's going to work for you, whether it be cooling or heating, and then it circulates the water at that temperature. So it's really effective because it is actually an active unit. It's an active management system, rather than being a passive, which you can get dual, you know, cooling gel pads. This is actually active, so it's running at the temperature that you set it to. Just run that through again to show you. So this can actually be used for a number of other things, which I'll talk you through now, which what we call therapy pads. So you can actually attach other attachments to this for different uses. So once again, you can heat and cool. So it has different uses of benefits. You know, you'd use it to, if you use heating to improve circulation, or it might be for swelling, you'd use cooling. So there's different uses you can use it for, and different attachments. The most popular being the mattress pad. So that's what you sit on your bed and then set it to the temperature you need it. But you can also get other attachments to isolate an area of your body. So you can use seat pads to put on a seat. You've got 2 different sizes, or you can use different attachments for different areas. So you've got a leg and foot cuff or a lumbar strap, or different options there. And you also do have the dual splitter. So you can actually use that to run 2 different attachments at one time. Understanding that this is attached to the unit, so you do have to stay in that facility, in that area. You can't use it on a wheelchair where you can move around or anything like that. So trust that helps, and that does take us through the range. Is there anything else you wanted to cover off there, Kate?
Pillows?
Oh, yes. Okay, let's move into the comfort products as well. So they can be very effective. What I'll do is we will just have to jump through. So we've covered this already, so we'll just cover. Sorry, I'm just going to have to jump through some of these slides here. Pillows. So this is a really good point. So pillows can make a big difference to, one, your sleep quality, so the longevity of sleep that you're getting, or the quality, the depth of sleep that you might be getting. They can make a big difference, and we understand pillows are really a personal preference thing. They can help with pain management, so if you're getting neck or back pain, the pillow can make a difference there as well. And really, to understand where they can help is really around alignment. So from these diagrams, you can see here, if you're using too high profile pillow, so a too high pillow, it's really giving your head there is too high. So not ideal alignment, as you can see, and same with something too low. So you really want a profile depending on different sleeping positions. So in this case, a side sleeper, you're using the profile that's going to keep your head and neck and body aligned. Same with if you're sleeping on your back, you're going to use a lower profile. And okay, something happened there. Less space between your body and the mattress surface. So there is a range of pillows available with different profiles and different needs. We have 4 in our range that you can choose from to suit different needs. So you've got the classic that has a really high profile, so designed for side sleepers. So you're filling that space between your ear and your shoulder. It's a higher profile. It also has a cooling gel pad on the top. So that's great for people that sleep hot. That pad on top is a cooling gel. Next is the contour, and the contour is the same type of foam, so it's an Active X foam, but it has a high side and contours down to a low side, so more versatile. You can, a side sleeper would use the high side, or a back sleeper could use the low side. It also has the cooling gel pad in that pillow. The Cloud is really popular. That's got a cotton cover, and then a fiber layer, so really soft, and then goes through to a support core. It is our most popular pillow. It feels amazing because it's soft but has support through the center, and is really versatile because it's a traditional pillow shape. Last option there is the Curve, and that's really low, really designed for stomach sleepers or back sleepers. It does have the cutaway on the front as well for smaller clients as well, or more petite people. So that's pillows. I think it's good to, there is, to understand also that a mattress can make a difference here. So if you're using really soft plush mattress, your body is more immersed into the mattress. So you sink into the mattress, and then, so you would normally use a thinner profile pillow. So to keep your spine aligned, you're going to use a lower profile, where vice versa with a firm mattress means you're further out of the mattress, you're not so immersed into the mattress. You use a higher profile pillow to keep your spine, so neck, head, and body aligned. And that can really help with your sleep quality and comfort level. So that is the pillow range. You can also help with the positioning of a pillow. So if you are using a profiling or adjusting bed, there is things to help hold a pillow in position. So these are a strap that you attach to the bed and then clip to the pillow. And so if you're using the head lift, the pillow is not falling down the side or anything, it's actually holding it in place. So that's very effective. So they are what we call pillow suspenders. There is other accessories that you can get as well, for particularly if you've got a static bed, so no adjustment. You can use things like the bed wedge. So there's a different number of uses you can use it here, as you can see. It can be used on top of the mattress, or even you can use it underneath the mattress if you want to just use that as the top image shows here, to get that profile. So to sit up with your head lift up like it is, or can be used for a variety of different positions there. The knee cushion is quite effective as a knee spacer, and that's really good for pelvis alignment as well, so giving you neck and back alignment. So you can use that to space between your knees or legs. And then there is a range of other cushions available for seat cushions, for back and lumbar comfort as well. So I trust that has helped. There is a range of other products, but I think that was really what we were going to cover today. Is that